Hello, and welcome to November Echo Wargaming. I am Ed, and today I am joined by the lovely
Ian. Hello.
and the lovely
Neil. Hi.
And we're massively honoured, and thank you very much. These very fine gentlemen have travelled all the way from
Sort of Bristol.
Cheltenham
way, so a really long way, because we are in the northeast of England, in the glorious city of Newcastle. So massive thank you so much for endeavouring and making the trip.
Pleasure.
Absolute pleasure.
Today we're playing 3K, and we have the Thousand Sons of Ian versus the Dangles. Yes, the Dark Angels. We've never had the Thousand Sons on the old channel or the new channel, so God bless you for bringing them on.
It's either very good or very bad.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward. I don't think I've even... Oh no, I fought them once in this edition, but it was really early on.
So many leadership tests.
Yeah, because they're all psychic mentalness.
They're all space wizards.
Yeah.
They all kill themselves more than the bad guys do. So,
Good.
Yeah,
Good.
it's fun.
Denying the enemy, that's called.
Yeah.
Awesome. I'm really looking forward to seeing these all on the board. And today we're playing a bit of a custom mission. So it's basically the centre big building is going to be 5 points at the end of the game, and killing independent characters will get you 2 points. Killing characters will get you 1 point. So sort of kick each other's tits in and then grab something at the end of the game, which I think is pretty cool. We haven't rolled up to see who goes first yet, but we will know a little bit and you see who deploys first. But we're getting some army lists, right, boys?
Let's do it.
Shake hands, be good, be good.
Ed got it wrong. These are 3,250 points of Thousand Sons.
Sorry.
We'll start off with a Praetor with a command squad. The Praetor is armed with a mastercrafted Paragon Blade. The squad all has jump packs. The Praetor also has a Nemesis bolt rifle and is a telepathy psyker. The squad also has combat shields, and there's a smattering of power weapons throughout. We have a Moritat with a jump pack and 2 ether fire pistols and an Achaean force axe, and here's a Biomancy psyker. There's a Legion Champion with his Paragon Blade. He also has a Nemesis bolt rifle and a jump pack, and he is also a Biomancy psyker. There is a Numerologist Cabal. There's this guy.
Oh, sorry. Sorry, everyone.
He has a Thunderhammer, no other upgrades, but he does have the Psi Synchronicity special psychic power, which gives a bonus to reserves and some shooting powers as well. Also in Elites, there are 10 Destroyers with jump packs. The unit has an Achaean Force Axe on the Sergeant. There's 2 Rad Missile Launchers. Everybody else has got Asphyx pistols and chainswords. And they've got Melter Bombs as well. There's a Talon of 2 Castaferum Dreadnoughts, both identical. They've both got Heavy Flamers, Flamestorm Cannons, and Gravis Power Claws. Moving on to troops, we have 2 tactical squads, 10 men in each. They both have an Achaean power weapon on the Sergeant. One's an axe, one's a sword. They also have Vexillars and Nuncio Voxes. There is in fast attack. Oh, and also in troops. Sorry, my mistake. A 5-man recon squad, all with Nemesis bolt rifles. They are the Athenian Cult Arcana. Moving on to fast attack, there's a Saber, which usually does nothing. It's got a neutron blaster and a multi-melter. I don't expect it to survive past turn 2. And a unit of 3 Skyhunter jet bikes with plasma cannons. They've also got a Nuncio Vox. Moving on to heavy support, we have 5 plasma cannons with a Nuncio Vox. And Sergeant has an Artificer armor as well. And there's 2 individual Demolisher Cannon Vindicators with Dozer Blades and Combi Bolters. And finally in the Lord of War slot is the big boy, the Legion Falchion. This is the one with the Volcano Cannon and Gravis Las Cannon batteries on the side.
Dark Angels, 3,250 points, starting with Corswain. He's got his best buddies of a Deathwing Companion squad, a couple of them with shields, one of them with a power fist, one of them with just a normal sword, and then 4 of them with the great big tyrannic greatswords for killing stuff. Also in the HQ, we've got a Herald with a lovely banner and a Tyrannic Greatsword and Cataphractii armour, and then also a Master of Signals, who's just sat there with his chainsword, and all the lovely toys that a Master of Signal comes with. If we hit the elite slots, we've got a Contemptor Dreadnought. He's got a melter gun in his power fist and a plasma cannon ready to blow up some bad guys. And then also in the elites, 5 of the finest Knights Cenobium. They are Deathwing, so they're going to wander around with their swords killing things. They've also got the Hunter of Beasts thing, which means that if they go up against high toughness units, they start getting rerolls to wound, which is lovely. Into the troop slots, we've got 2 tactical squads. One of them's got a Nuncio Vox running around with it, but otherwise they're just normal guys with bolters in the Storm Wing. And then a unit of Recon Marines with sniper rifles living life in the Fire Wing. Back into heavy, we've got a heavy support squad with autocannons, 10 of them, with an artificer on the boss and a augury scanner. We've got a Derrideo Dreadnought with the twin plasma and heavy bolters and Olus missile launchers. Then we've got 2 of the Vindicators with laser destroyers and combi bolters for blowing up tanks. Finally, in the Dark Angels bit, we've got a lovely Xiphon to fly around in fast attack and do some shooting down from the sky, which is going to be fab. And then to top it all off, a Knight Castigator with a giant bolt cannon and a big sword, ready to run around and cause some havoc.
Thousand Suns are deployed. Tried to make out a bit of a spread out look. I have kept the Praetor and his boyfriend unit and the Moritat and Destroyers all in reserve to deep strike in later. Started over this side with the Falchion because, let's face it, it's got more range than I know what to do with. And it can drive over terrain, so putting it there is not too much of a bother. Hopefully it should save it if Neil decides he wants to seize. I've put the Numerologist Cabal next to it so they can make it Ballistic Skill 5 and even more stupid. The 2 Vindicators in the middle, just to drive forward and start lobbing shells at things. I've put the Legion Champion with a tactical squad here. Chances are he's probably just going to break away and run and hit stuff at strength 10 because he's a Biomancer and that's a bit silly. But the tactical squads, I've got the other tactical squad back here, so I'm probably going to hang them back and use their superior movement because of their silly Pavoni powers. Use them to get onto the objective late game. 2 box knots in the middle because that's where they go. I just like to charge them forward and hit stuff, hopefully. Plasma cannons where plasma cannons like to live because high up, lots of range. Let's do that. And then I've got my fast stuff over here on the right flank. The little saber that will drive forward, probably shoot at stuff and do nothing, but it can do that quite quickly, so I like that. And obviously plasma cannon armed jet bikes just driving up one flank and causing bother. Yeah. And as I say, I've got the other stuff in reserve just to cause a bit of havoc and worry and probably get intercepted off the board by augury scanners, but hey ho.
Start at this end with a couple of lovely laser Vindies that are going to hopefully kill a giant tank. Corswain and his boys sitting in his Land Raider, hopefully hide from his a giant tank and ready to go in and kill a load of stuff. The 2 Dreadnoughts with their giant plasma batteries aiming to blow up some of his plasma dudes on the hill. Tactical squad nice and hid behind them, but with the one with the Nuncio Vox so they can do all the clever stuff. Fearless Knights in another landy. Gonna go and hopefully kill some dreadnoughts. That's the plan. Giant little boy. That he'll wander off and kill things, almost certainly. No real plan, but you know, it's fine. And then your traditional giant numbers of autocannons sitting on a hill, just waiting to be fun and happy with everybody, with the tactical squad hiding behind, because they're going to run out somewhere or do some shooting. And then a flyer to come in later.
So I put on my infiltrators, just a unit of recon snipers, just to give a nice commanding view of the battlefield and hopefully pin something turn 1.
And my recon snipers, just to have a commanding view of the battlefield and hopefully pin something turn 1.
Rolling to see if it's night fight. It is night fight. And now the big one, can the dangle seize? Good luck, Neil. No. So it will be the Thousand Suns.
First, at the start of my turn, the Numerologist Cabal is going to cast Psi Synchronicity. That is a psychic power which gives 2 units within 6 inches plus 1 ballistic skill.
I wonder what they could be.
And and it also lets me reroll reserves, which of course does nothing turn 1, but
Comes in handy.
comes in handy.
Nice.
Yeah. So let's see. Leadership 9. Yay!
And it's off.
Hooray! Thousand Suns movement phase for turn 1. Start off on the left flank. The courageous jet bikes have zoomed forward to hopefully do some damage with plasma cannons. The little saber that could, driving straight at a fairly priority target because everybody wants Cenobium to walk. Thank you very much. The pair of Boxnauts are sort of split out, trying to, I don't know what I'm doing with them, they're just moving forward. The Legion Champion is bouncing around in his own sim, he's got bored with his tactical squad mates. The tactical squads have all stayed still. Because it's night time, not too bothered about keeping them safe at the moment, but they're obviously fairly, I'm going to want them to move up later in the game. The 2 Vindies have both moved forward, just to try and, again, loose off a couple of shots. We've stayed still in this corner except for the big boy, which has decided to move forward a little bit to get some arcs of fire on stuff that it wants to die horribly. 3 psychic tests to take at this start of the shooting phase. First of all, for the recon squad, they are an Athenian, so their power is to give them -1 on a pinning check. So they need leadership 8. They have cast that.
Yeah, that
excellent. Next psychic test is for the plasma cannon squad. They have Corvidae, so the first wound they cause becomes precision. Again, leadership 8. Oh, that's cocked.
Yeah.
That goes off.
Yeah, it does.
And finally, the jet bikes. Same again, they are also Corvidae, so they need a leadership 8 check for the same power. And that goes off as well.
Yeah, it does.
That really goes off. The recon squad firing the Nemesis bolters at the autocannon team, because I don't really want them doing much. I'd like them to be pinned.
Makes sense. So,
Okay, so because of the Psi Synchronicity psychic power, they're hitting on 2s. That's all but 1. And then we are wounding on 3s with 5s being rending. In the dice tray. So that's 3 rending hits and 1 wound. Nemesis bolters are all snipers. I get to pick where I'm going to put them, precision shots. So I'm putting a single shot on the augury scanner, a single shot on the sergeant. Both of those are rends. And 1 more rend and 1 more armor save get to go on the squad. So begin taking things.
Yeah.
Cover saves?
Yeah. 6s.
Yeah, go on then.
All right.
So the rend for the sergeant. He deed.
Yeah.
Augury scanner.
Dead.
He deed. Regular mook. Deed.
Yeah.
And armor save. Deed. There's now a leadership check for pinning on the autocannon squad. It's at -1 because of the Athenian, -2 because it's nighttime.
And ignoring nighttime because the Master of Signal's got all his gubbins.
So it's still -1.
But they're fine.
They love
it.
The Falchion is going to open fire. We've got a las cannon battery, which is going to go into the unit of Vindicators, as is the Volcano cannon. And the second las cannon battery, because it hasn't got those in arc, is going to shoot at that Land Raider there with some Terminators in it.
So first up,
Let's do the las cannons first. So the las cannon going into the Vindicators. Both hit. First, so there's... I need 5s to glance.
Yep.
No, 4s to glance.
4s to glance.
4s to glance with Sunder.
Yep.
So that 3 didn't do anything. So that's 1 penetrating hit.
Yep.
See what it does. One of them goes kaboom.
Oh! So with that one exploding, how big's the explosion?
3 inches. So it's just going to hit the other one, which is a side armor hit. It does nothing.
Doesn't do anything.
The Volcano Cannon, this is twin linked and it's ballistic skill 5. I'll twin link that because that's a bit too much scatter for me, thank you very much.
Right.
There we go, direct hit. So that's going to hit the Land Raider and the Vindicator. The Volcano Cannon's actually strength 14. And because it's Destroyer, get to roll 3 dice and pick the highest 2 for armor penetration. So it's gone straight through the both vehicles' armor like it's paper.
Okay.
In which case, I just need to roll to see what I've done to them both. So the Vindicator, 2/3 or 3/5 of F all, but I do get to do an extra D3 hull points because it's Destroyer
Yep.
in the box. So that's 3 hull points and +1 for the things. That's 4 hull points total. So that's
totally
wrecked.
gone.
So that's wrecked.
And the Land Raider?
The Land Raider. That goes boom.
Oh, no!
Oh no. 9 rolls to wound for the exploding Land Raider.
So the Land Raider's exploded, but there's 9 of them in there.
He's on wounding on 2s.
Yeah.
So that's all but 1. So that's 8 armor saves to make, please.
Here we go.
These are 2 up, I believe.
2 ups.
Everybody's fine.
Everyone's okay.
Love it.
But are they pinned?
They love it.
They love
They're
it.
fine.
Cool. The Falchion is still shooting, yeah. So they grab this last cannon battery at the Land Raider with the Terminators in. Both hit.
Yeah.
So I'm looking at 5s to glance with Sunder.
This Land Raider here.
So that's 1 glance so far.
In the box.
So that's 1 glance. The 2 Vindicators are both going to fire Demolisher Cannons into Causewayne and his mates. Primarily because I don't think they've suffered enough, even though their Land Raider's just exploded. 24-inch range for this Demolisher Cannon lands neatly on Causewayne's head.
Yep.
So I'll pop it there.
We'll roll that and then we'll scatter it.
First one. Sorry.
Fine.
It's a 6-inch minor. I'm going to twin link that because of Nuncio Voxes.
This is a direct
that's a
hit.
so
And the
that's
second one?
Same again.
Yeah.
It's a direct hit as
direct
well.
hit.
So that's 6 hits to the squad. These are strength 12, AP 3, rending 6 up. So I'm looking for 2s to wound, but 6s are nasty. So that's 1, 2 rends, and 4 armor saves, please, boss.
4 armor saves, 2 ups, 1
Somebody
spawn,
pops.
and then 2 invulns. 5s. No, 2 more.
The 2 box noughts are both going to pick the scouts to give them some flaming, burninating death. So the first one, as it's got a 18-inch torrent, I'm going to do live measuring on camera.
wow.
Look at this.
What's this?
So there we go. We've got 18 inches. So I pop the flame. I'm going to hit 3 of them with that one.
Yeah, definitely.
And the other box naught's definitely within the 18.
Yeah,
so he's
okay.
going to hit all 5 because it's torrent, and I can put the blast however, the marker however I like.
Cool.
So that's going to be 8 hits on the squad. 8, there we go. This is strength 6, so it's wounding on 2s. That is 6 wounds.
Yep, so 6 saves.
6 3 ups. 1 down.
The champion with his Nemesis Bolter is going to shoot the Recon Marines as well. I would have preferred to shoot the autocannons, but they're not in range because night fight. Stupid night fight. So this will hit on a 3+. This is nighttime. He hits.
Whee!
It's a 3+ to wound, but a 5 or a 6 does something nasty. It's a 6. That's a rending hit. So it's a cover save for you, please, sir.
It is indeed.
6s. Oh, which one's
And
on
a pinning check. I'll take the sergeant if he's still there, please, boss.
Sergeant's still there. There he is.
Cool, and then the pinning check.
Pinning check at leadership 7, 6.
They're pinned.
Pinned.
Ooh.
Wonderful. Now the Sabre is going to shoot at that Land Raider. It looks like it's a juicy target. So we'll start off with the Neutron Blaster. This is strength 10 AP 1. Hits on a 3+. It's nighttime, so 4+. Hey!
Hits.
And the multi-misser, which is twin linked, hits as well.
What?
Great stuff.
What?
All right, well, the multi-melter's not in melter range, so this is going to be a 6 to glance. Beautiful. Take that. And the neutron laser is strength 10, AP 1. So that's a penetrating hit as well. So let's see what it does. Let's explode.
Oh no!
The exploding Land Raider rolling to see 6 wounds on the Terminators. These will need 2s. That's all of them. They all love it, and because they're fearless because of the Herald, aren't they? So they don't need a pinning check.
No pinning.
5 plasma cannons are going to shoot at the Knight Cenobium, who've recently been turfed out of their car.
They're going to evade.
I'm shocked.
First of all, roll to overheat. So any 1s are bad. So that's 1 overheat. That's cock dice. I'll roll that. So that's 1 overheat.
Yeah.
And he does not die.
Totally fine.
I am absolutely shocked.
So we'll work that off camera, but there's 11 hits from the plasma cannons there.
Cool. So these are 2s to wound, 4s to breach. So that is 2 that do nothing, 3 that do nothing. So my first one is going to be a breaching hit. I'll put onto the Herald. No, the Sergeant, please.
Precision shot.
Precision shot because it's a...
Because you got the psychic power off.
Yeah, the psychic power, that's the one. And then, so we've got 1, 2, 3 more breaching hits and 4 armor saves.
Breaching on the Preceptor.
Oh no!
He's fine.
Totally fine.
Breaching on the rest of the squad. Oh.
Ooh.
1 guy drops.
1 guy drops.
But you get your evades.
But I get my evades.
Boom.
5s.
Oh.
1 guy drops. And then 4 armor saves. Re-rolling because they're heavy.
Yeah.
Fine.
Totally fine.
Plasma cannon jet bike's going to fire at the autocannons. No reactions left in the shooting phase, I don't think. So I'll roll for overheats. Again, any 1s cause me a wound.
And then we'll work out.
Oh, goodness me. So let's see what happens to this guy. He takes a wound. The plasma cannons cause 6 hits on the autocannon squad. So again, these are wounding on 2s, breaching on 4s. Okay, so that's 2 breaching, 1 of which I get to plonk somewhere. Do you have an augury scanner, or have I killed that already?
You killed that. It's just the Master of Signals doing everything now.
I'll put 1 round on the Master of Signals then, with 1 of the breaching. And then you've got 1 more breach and 4 armor saves.
Fracture field for the Master of Signals. No.
Takes a wound.
Cover save for the breach. No.
And then
Armor saves. Oh dear.
2 more. It's a leadership check on the autocannon team.
Love it.
They're fine. And the recon marines as well.
Also fine.
Love it. That was quite successful. I feel a bit bad. Yeah, the killing the 2 Land Raiders is a big thing. And those Vindicators going up as well, also a big thing. Didn't pin in as much as I wanted to, but you know, that's life.
Oh no, I just killed it, it's fine.
And I've whittled the autocannons down and stopped those pesky snipers doing anything for a turn. Big problem, of course, is that there's still a knight running around and lots of Cenobiums and what are they called? The Deathwing Companions, yeah. Ugh, don't like them. But I did score 3 victory points this turn, so that's a great start.
Turn 1 Dark Angels after that massacre. So no movement
Just a bit
from
of a rough start.
It'll be fine. So no movement on this side from the autocannons or the tactical squads. The knight is coming forward to do some knightly things. Pinned snipers. The Cenobium are desperately trying to get into range of anybody that will have them. Again, nothing moving at the back here. Again, we'll move forward with the Plasma Derrick, Plasma Contemptor, and try and stop him shooting things, and then running forward to hide from a giant tank on the companion side. Everything else is dead.
Thousand Tons have got 2 movement reactions, so I have moved back the jet bikes to get them away from the nasty knight, and the little saber that could has swatched on his reverse lights and come back another 6 inches.
All right, so we're going to do a bit of shooting back now. Tactical squad into the plasma jet bikes. There's 5 of them in range. They haven't moved, so a bit of fury and gives them 10 shots.
Woo!
Very nice, very nice.
2's also to hit because of the Stormwing nonsense.
But 3's because it's night.
3's because it's night.
So they shoot like Marines.
And then
Force to wounds, because they're just toughness 4 now.
3 wounds.
3 wounds, cool. Take that on my regular guys with their 3-up armor saves.
Sure.
So one of them dies.
So the last few autocannons are going to shoot the little saber.
No.
They all so that's going to be 6 shots. They're going to hit on 2s because the master signal means they ignore everything. And then we are looking for.
Are they Iron Wing?
They are Iron Wing.
Ah.
The Iron Wing. And then we are looking for
It's front armor 12.
12, so 5s to glance, 6s rend, and 10, and all that fun.
One chance.
Nothing.
None. Pin snipers will shoot the champion. They need 6s. Let's see some lovely wings.
Come on.
You got a wing.
Oh, that's one.
And they're fire wings, so they're +1 to wounds. So
Oh.
wounding on 2s.
Yeah.
Dude!
So Vulcan Mega Bolter death into the plasma squad, hopefully. Hitting on 4s because it's night time.
Cocked one in the middle.
Yeah. Go on, there we go.
Yeah.
But it's 2 to wound and kill, isn't it?
2s to kill.
Unless I do the jerk so I can tank them all on Sergeant. Which I don't want to do.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Oh.
6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Whoa.
I might tank them on the Sergeant, you know. I'm gonna start tanking them on the Sergeant because I'm a dick.
Alright.
I'm gonna start. So these are gonna go on the
Bullshit.
Sergeant. So
1. Oh, you dick.
I'm sorry.
You utter dick.
I'm sorry.
That was harsh.
Deredeo's going to shoot a Vindicator because that's what's in range. So 6 shots, hitting on 3s because again, night.
Night time.
But they're twin links.
Yes, thankfully.
That's better. And then
Let's see if we can glance it to death.
lots of 6s,
This is
please.
where you want.
Just the 1.
1.
Better none.
Cover save.
Yeah.
Yeah.
6-up cover save.
The Contemptor, other one with plasma, is going to shoot a tactical squad because it's there.
Smart move.
I'm going to evade.
Good man.
So first off, we'll see if it gets hot. Does not.
Excellent. So we'll roll to see if we can hit it.
Now if we can see if we can hit it. We cannot. However, we have in line of sight a Nuncio Vox.
Perfect.
We can hit it.
Yeah.
So it hits, and we'll work out how many we get, and we'll come back.
We got 10. So 10
crowded together.
attempts. 4 pluses, please.
Stay in the box.
Yeah.
There we go.
There we go. So
Oh, that's
3 normal wounds and 1, 2, 3,
6.
4, 5, 6.
Okay, so the 3 normal wounds first of all. Love it.
Yeah.
And then the 6 for shrouding.
You mean the evades?
Evade, that's the one. Sorry. Yeah, two of them saved, so that's 4 dead guys. Break tests then. The jet bikes, leadership 8. They like and enjoy, but it's nighttime.
It's night time.
So they run away. They run away 10 inches. The jet bikes broke and ran 10 inches, which is rubbish, really, isn't it?
I think you can live with it, considering the previous turn, to be honest.
And a break test for the tactical squad. They need leadership 8. They love it though.
Well, they're
they
fine.
care not for your plasma dying.
The knight is within 12 inches of the saber.
Oh,
He gets
long
plus-
bomb assault.
He gets +3 because he moves real sharp.
And I'm going to overwatch because I can, because I've got a pin mount weapon.
No, almost.
Almost. The overwatch from the saber with the multi-melter hits. Wait a moment. He's within 12, so that's a 6 on the front. That's a pen.
It is 4-up save.
Yep. So what does it do? Do I explode it and get an extra D3? So I get D3 hull points. It's just 2.
So I did, I think, 5 wounds. That did not go quite as well as Ian's first turn. we'll see where we can go from here. I have a couple of little plans, but not many.
Is it still night time?
Yes.
The numerologist Cabal is going to take his psi synchronicity power to give me a boost to my reserves and ballistic skill. Leadership 9 check. He's done it.
Yep.
And then the champion is going to activate his Pavoni Legion trait, which is a psychic check for an extra 3 inches move. Which he does not do, so he takes Perils of the Warp, which is D3 wounds. He takes 2 wounds on his invulnerable save of 5+. He is alive just. He's down to 1 wound. Check to see if the bikes rally. They don't.
Nope.
They continue to run away and they are off the board.
Yeah, they are.
Thanks to my wonderful brother, I've been reminded that I've got about 1,000 points waiting in Deep Strike, so I'm going to bring that in now.
All right then.
Let's see, are they in Space Starbucks? I do get a reroll because of Psi Synchronicity. They are coming in. Okay, placed my first Deep Striking man, so roll for scatter. That's alright, I can live with that, 3 inches back. So that's, yeah, there. That's alright, I can definitely live with that. Let's see if we are disrupted.
Yes,
we are.
Oh.
Good.
There's the rest of the command squad with the Praetor come down.
And then I put his big destroyer blob right there.
Curses. Because of the deep strike, everyone within 6 needs to take a pinning check, so we'll start with the tactical squad, please.
Tactical. Pinned.
Pinned, great. Autocannons.
Autocannons.
Also pinned. And
Snipers.
the snipers.
Pinned.
Pinned. What? That works.
My augury scanner's all been shut down by pinning,
Yay!
but helical targeting array comes in clutch, and we're now going to put a Deredeo into the destroyers. Firstly, let's see if it gets hot. It does not. If I place it there, I'll get 8 lovely destroyers.
Ooh, don't like the sound of this.
And it hits. Ooh. Looking for 2s and 4s to breach. That's pretty nice. So 3 normal wounds and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 breaching.
5 breaching.
Or bending even.
That's 5 dead and 3 armor saves. Yay!
Aeolus launchers. Hitting on 3s because it's still dark. Running on 2s. Killing on 2s.
One
Just
smushed.
1.
Armor spleen.
And then the heavy bolters. Twin linked. And then wounding on 3s. That's 4 wounds.
So I'm going to need to take these 3 before I get to the 2-up saves. 1 guy dies, and 2 guys die. Pinning check from the Aeolus launcher. Love it.
We're going to do a reaction with the Knight Cenobium and use their plasma flamers to hopefully kill a few more of the little boys there.
As a reaction, it's all Wall of Death. So 5d3?
4.
4d3, sorry.
Because he's only got he's a herald.
He's not special.
He's not special.
Nice.
6, 9. Strength 4, breaching 6 up, so looking for 4s, hoping for 6s. It's okay, that's pretty good. So 4 normal saves and a breach in. Thank you very much.
I'm not going to be quite so nasty and tank them all on the Sergeant this time. So start off with the 3-up save for the guy with the Messenal launcher. He's dead. So 1 more on a 2-up save for the Sergeant. He's alive. And then I've got 1 breach, which is going to go on the Moritat with his 5-up refractor field save, which he doesn't make, so he takes a wound. So after that, mixed bag of deep strike. The numerologist and the snipers have stayed put. The Falchion has spun its treads around to give itself some options and shooting. The 2 Vindicators have moved a little bit nice and close together to give themselves some joy at opening up on these Cenobium dudes, not Cenobiums, companions. The tactical squad have gone, there's a big plasma cannon, and have spread out. The Dreadnought is raying his way across the walls to get to the Contemptor, and as is the Champion, doing a bit of bouncy. The other Boxnaut, has come round the corner to do some flaming. And the Sabre has spun round the corner a little bit to do some shooting with his big guns. And apart from that, we've all stayed still. Thousand Suns shooting phase. The Cenobium are going to get some love from the Sabre to kick it all off. So first of all with the multi-melter, that's a scatter dice. First of all with the multi-melter, which hits, and the big laser gun, which also hits. So these both are killing on 2s, or rather causing invulnerable saves on 2s. My mistake. They both wound. So that's 2 invulnerable saves, please, Chief.
One save.
1 drops. Boxnaut is going to give the Cenobium some flame-based love. He's going to hit all 4 of them with a torrent of 18 inches. And this is strength 6, so it's 2s to wound. So that's 2 wounds.
2 ups.
Yeah, fine. The Moritat has decided he hasn't hurt enough of his own guys, so he's going to take a psychic test to charge up his ether fire pistols. Leadership 9. He passes. So his pistols are now strength 8, and he's going to fire them at the knight. The Moritat's chain firing ether fire pistols, so he gets 12 shots. These all hit on 3s because it's still night time. Okay, that's 2, 4, 6 hits. And these are all glancing on 5s, penning on 6s, because this is strength 8 against armor 13. So we have 1, 2, 3 penetrations and a glance. So some invulnerable saves from the Knight's Shield. Can you do the glance first, please?
Glance first. Takes it.
Excellent.
Invulns. Takes 1, 2.
And it can't blow it up, so it's just another 2 hull points. The plasma cannons are going to take some pot shots over at the Deathwing companions. Roll for Gets Hot first of all.
Wow!
That's 4 Get Hots.
Oh! Anyone,
So 3 up saves come in. 1 guy dies.
Whoa.
I only get
cannon
1
will be
shot.
firing.
So that's going to get 4 if it's a hit, which it is. 2s to wound, 4s to breach. 1 breaching and 2 wounds.
2 2 ups. Fine. 1 5 up. Not fine. Takes a wound.
Takes a wound. Next on the list, the 2 Demolisher Vindicators are both going to fire again into the Deathwing companions.
And they're going to evade.
As with plasma cannons, we're going to get 4 with a hit. So that's the first one, which I'll twin link from various Nuncio Voxes. So that's a hit. And the second one, I'll twin link that as well, which is a hit. These are strength 12, so wounding on 2s, but they're rending 6 up. 8 hits. That's nothing rending. And 2, 4, 6 armor saves, please.
6 2s. They're all fine.
The Vindicator's also got combi bolters, so they can snap fire. They're twin linked because they're combi bolters. They're still going to miss everything.
Right, I'm an idiot. It's brutal 3.
Actually, I'm the idiot. Really.
So,
We're all idiots!
We're all idiots today.
so I've got 12 more saves to make. They're all 2 ups. It's fine. He's fine. It's fine.
You said that before you rolled it,
I
you
know.
cheat.
It's,
Confidence in the companions.
it's hope more than anything. And
Yay!
he's fine.
That's what happens when you go back in time.
The command squad are going to fire with bolt pistols into the tactical squad, and of course, I paid the points for it, so I might as well use the Nemesis Bolter on the Praetor as well. So the Praetor with the Nemesis Bolter hits on a 3+. He hits. It's a rend. So one of them's dead, I assume.
Yep.
And then we've got bolt pistols hitting on 4s because it's still night time. Okay, so that's 5 hits. Wounding on 4s. These are Asphyx bolters, so they have shred. Makes no odds. So that's just 2 armor saves, please,
Just
sir.
wake those snakes up.
Yeah.
Fine.
Okay, so
And I'm going to assume you want the sergeant dead.
Please. The Recon Marines are going to blast at the Contemptor. They're going to hit on 3s because it's night time, but they've still got that +1 to hit from the size synchronicity. That's 3 hits. And we're looking at 5s for the rending. So that's 1 rending hit, please. 1 invulnerable save.
Nope.
Hey, caused a wound. The champion is going to shoot with a Nemesis Bolter into the Contemptor. He hits. 5 or 6, please. It's another rending hit, please. Hey. Falchion is going to fire both its Gravis Las Cannon arrays at the Knight, and then its Volcano Cannon at the Sonovium. So the Las Cannons first of all, hitting on 3s, twin linked, in the dice roll. Okay, so that's 4 hits, and on front armour, so I'm looking at 4s to glance with Sunder. With Sunder. So that's 1, 2 glances. This
Save
could be
one.
enough.
Make an actual invul save now.
Yay! The Volcano Cannon can only really see that guy, so he's going to hit 3. Should it be a hit? It's a hit. Strength 14, AP 1, which is silly to be shooting at infantry, but what the hey, I don't like them. So that's 3 wounding hits, so 3 invulnerable saves, please. 2 dead. I'll take it. The Dreadnought with Flamestorm Cannon is going to introduce these particular Deathwing Companions to the concept of fire. And with an 18-inch torrent range, we're going to hit all 6 of them. They're strength 6, wound on 2s. So that's all 6 hits. It's just armour saves though. It's not as good as it used to be.
So 6 arm saves, 2 ups. Oh, got him.
Hooray! The Praetor and his command squad are going to charge the tactical squad. They don't need to get very far. And they're pinned so they can't react. And
You
then
can roll for it. You can roll.
Yeah,
it.
I'll roll for
Go
it.
for it. You're an inch away. But...
They're in.
Yay.
And the Legion Champion is going to charge the Contemptor.
Overwatch.
So let's see if we make it in. We have rolled a 8.
Yes.
We're in.
Melt shot.
Misses. Oh no! Plasma cannon?
Does not get hot. Danger close template shot.
It's a hit!
Bang.
What?
You'd hope so, right?
Yeah.
2 to wound,
2 to wound.
4 to breach. Mate. The champion is going to cast Biomancer's Rage, which will make him strength 10, rending 4+. So it's a leadership 9 check. It's a double 6. So he takes D3 wounds from Perils of the Warp. 3. He's only got 1 wound left.
Come on, come on.
The flesh change has returned. He pops his own head. He nearly did it. He nearly did it. In the combat between the Praetor and his command squad and the tactical squad, the Praetor is going to go first at initiative step 5. He's got 4 attacks base +1 for charging, and he's armed with a Paragon Blade. So he's higher weapon skill, so he's weapon skill 6, which is hitting on 3s. And his master crafted Paragon Blade. So that's 5 hits. This is strength 5, so it's going to wound on, kill them on 3s as his AP 2. So that is 4 dead Space Marines by the Praetor's hand. We're on to the initiative 4 step. The Standard Bearer, with his magic hand, has a single Lightning Claw. And because he's got Shred, I'll roll his dice separately to the rest of the squad. His weapon skill 5, so he's hitting on 3s. That's 3 hits. And 4s to wound with Shred with the Lightning Claw, and these will go straight through the armour. That's 3 more dead from him, but they do get to attack back. Next step, guys, are going to be with Power Swords. So they've got 4 attacks apiece, and there's 6 of them, so that's 24 attacks. I've got 12 dice here, so I'll roll them twice. Again, the weapon skill 5, so they're going to hit on 3s. So that's 8 hits to start with. And the other 12 attacks. That's another 8 hits. That's 16 hits in total. So I'll roll the 12 first. And again, these are strength 4, so these are killing on 4s. So there's 12 here, so I'll roll another 4 afterwards. I might not need to. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that's the squad dead, yeah.
But they do get to fight
They
back.
do get their fight back.
5 guys fighting back, hitting on 5s. Oh, 1 hero of the Imperium, wounding on 4s. Hey, wound!
And that's a 2-up armor save for the command squad. Hey! Takes a wound.
Sweet revenge.
After winning the combat, the command squad have consolidated into the lee of this big bit of rock.
And the Contemptor has moved forward to try and threaten some of the Thousand Suns backline.
Rounding up turn 2 for the Thousand Suns then. Bit of a mixed bag. People decided they couldn't shoot. But we've got some good stuff going on now with the command squad on the board. I'm just expecting to take a bit of a charge now and have some big nasty stuff in the lines for turn 2 for the Dark Angels.
Started Dark Angels turn 2 and I got some reserves to come on.
Hey!
Hey,
go.
the Air Force have turned up.
So the Xiphon's come on and I've zoomed it around here, ready to go, a lovely strafing run down the table.
And I'm going to intercept it with my sniper rifles and their augury scanner. I have 5 shots, which are going to hit on 6s because it's flight. 1 of them. And this will be a 5 or a 6 to get through the armour, which it glances. So it just does a whole point. Because of the rending, I need a 1 or a 2, it's a glance, or a 3 or a 4, or a 5 or a 6, it's a pen. It's a glance.
We've moved some companions closer to try and blow up a Vindicator. Same idea with the Contemptor, let's get those big guns gone. I've got the...
And I have done movement reactions with the Vindicator, which is driven backwards, and the tactical squad have run away tactically.
Then the last of the Cenobium have come to kill a Moritat. And then finally the Knight has decided that this big command squad isn't very nice and has come to give them a pointy end of his sword.
And because he's within 12 inches in the movement phase, I get to cast my Raptora Legion trait, which gives me +1 in vulnerable save. And because the Praetor is casting this, and my Magister of Prospero Warlord trait, I get to roll on 3 dice and pick the 2 lowest. So this is leadership 10 because he's a Praetor. It's very cast.
So the autocannons are snap firing into the Sabre because they're Iron Wing. They'll get to re-roll 1s. Dark Angels do it better. That's 1 hit, 1 hit, and then looking for a 5.
5 to glance, 6 pen.
No, nothing.
Nothing today, boss.
So the Xiphon's now going to shoot some plasma boys. They're big and scary. Okay. So we've got 3 missile shots hitting on 4s and twin linked. And then we've got 2 las cannon shots hitting on 4s and twin linked. Oh. And then we've got 4.
I'm going to evade.
Thought so. 2 ups. That's 4.
Okay. So 4 cover saves of 6+. That's 2 of them.
Oh.
And 2 5-up evades. So 1 dice.
Oh, 1 dice.
Snipers are going to shoot the plasma team again. And looking for 6s because they're pinned. There we go. Never mind. The Contemptor shooting the one in front, the Vindicator in front. Contemptor's now using its plasma gun into the Vindicator.
See if it gets hot.
It does not.
Excellent.
It.
You got any Nuncio box?
Yep.
Yes, I've got a Nuncio box. That can see it.
Going 2 inches
2
that way.
inches that way.
So it's going to...
Yeah.
So it didn't scatter onto the tank squad like we were hoping for, but see if you can glance the Vindy.
Nope.
No.
Not this time.
Deradeo into the closest Boxnort and using its minimal fire for its big plasma guns. So hitting on 3s, twin linked, and then wounding on 3s.
Yes, toughness 6.
Yeah, wounding on 3s, looking for 4s really. That is 4 breaching wounds, thank you.
No regular armor saves?
They are no regular
No
armor
regular.
saves.
So these are all 5-ups. So I've made 3 of them.
Oh.
So he takes a wound.
The airless missile launchers into the Boxnort. 2 misses. A wound.
That's 2-up save. He's fine.
And then the heavy bolter.
Twin linked.
There you go. None. And finally, the knight is going to shoot the command squad with his big gun. So again, hitting on 4s.
That's quite tasty, I think.
And then wounding on 2s.
AP.
3.
Okay.
It's all of them.
Cocked one there.
Cocked one there. It's not all of them. It is all of
It's
them.
all of them. So how many?
2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11.
11. And strength 7?
Strength 6.
Strength 6. Oh, okay. 11 2+ saves on the unit. So one guy takes a wound, so that guy pops.
It's enough to be a -2 pinning check, though.
Oh.
Oh!
They're pinned.
Beautiful.
At the end of the shooting phase, the plasma cannons need a morale check on leadership 8. They have broken, and they are going to run 9 inches.
Yeah.
So that's going to be 4 down.
5 across.
Can they live? Can they live? Oh!
They're just behind the tactical squad.
So we've got the Deathwing companions charging a Vindicator with their melter bombs.
4-inch charge.
They're in.
Got it.
They're in.
And then the Contemptor charging the other Vindicator.
3-inch charge. Oh, that +1. It was 4 inches. It was +1 because of the dreadnought.
And then the Cenobium are going to charge the Destroyers in the Moritat.
Get Overwatch.
You sure?
Yeah.
And the Knight's going to stump up and down on some command squad.
Lovely. And they're auto in because they're an inch away. We'll get the Overwatch loaded up.
The Overwatch then kicking off with the Moritat with his 2 ether fire pistols. You can't chain fire on a reaction, so it's just 2 shots hitting on 3s. It's still dark. He's hit once. It's strength 8, so it wounds on a 2. Rends on a 6. It wounds. It's just a 2-up save. Damn it. And then the Sergeant with his 2 Asphyx pistols. He hits no times.
You suck.
So the Knight has charged into the command squad, and we're now going to use the Tempest ability of his sword to kill the 2 guys next to him. It hits as many times as there are people in base-to-base contact. That's twice.
And it also hits, does it?
Auto
Ugh,
hits.
don't like this.
And it does strength 10, AP 1.
Ooh. It's 1 wound.
1 wound.
5-up invuln from my combat shields with the Raptora. Oh, somebody's dead.
And it deflagrates.
Okay. 5-up invuln again. Ah, somebody else is dead. And at initiative 1, my command squad is all piled in. The Praetor with his melter bomb needs a 3 to hit. It hits. Only 5s or more on 2 dice with melter. It goes through. It's a penetrating hit. Do you get a save against that?
Yeah. 5 up.
5-up save
5
against.
up. No.
No. So what do we
On a
do?
5 or a 6.
Yes!
But at the same time, I get a
That's a
stomp.
super explosion!
Get your stomp and then
I do get the stomps, then I explode.
Oh, Christ.
So, stomps.
Yep.
2, 6 stomps.
That's a lot.
Blimey.
5s to hit, because they're very good weapon skill. Nothing.
Ah.
Alright, how big is your explosion? It's 7 inches plus D3. No, that's the strength. It's 6 plus.
7 plus D3 for the strength.
So strength 9.
So strength 9 is D6 plus 6. So it's 7 inches.
Oh.
So after the explosion, I've hit all of my autocannons and all of Ian's command squad. So here we go, 2s to wound. One, two, three, four, five, 6.
2 up armor. Okay. 2 dead guys.
And you're pinning for them?
They are no longer pinned. And 4 hits on the autocannons from the explosion, 2s to wound. That's 2 wounds. Regular armor saves, please.
One's dead.
Both the Moritat and the Destroyer Sergeant have both got Achaean Force axes, so they need a leadership check on the leadership of 9 to charge them up to superpower. They pass.
Cenobium versus the Destroyers. We're going to start with the Herald because he's not as good at fighting as the Preceptor. So they are at Deathwing status, so they're getting +1 to hit because they're all using swords. He's got 3 attacks and 1 for the charge, so looking for 3s to hit because there's not enough. That's 2 hits. Now looking for 2s to wound, but 5s would be my favourite number. Oh, so there's 1.
Take the instant death on the Sergeant.
Sergeant just gets dropped to pieces.
And then 1
And then
wound.
1 armor save
Just
for
normal
these
armor save, yeah.
Moritats. He's fine.
And then the Preceptor, 4 attacks on the charge, hitting on 2s.
Yeah.
And then again, we want 5s, please, for the rending and instant death.
Okay.
We got 1.
1 wound.
1 wound.
Armor save of a 2+. That's it. The Moritat has counter attack, so he gets an extra attack, so it's 5 attacks for him. However, he's hitting on 5s because their majority weapon skill 6, which doesn't seem fair, but yeah, let's do it.
Loyalists.
That's 2 hits, and these are strength 7, AP 2. 1 wound, straight on the armor and the invulnerable save, please.
Ooh, takes
Goes
1.
through.
And the combat ends in a draw. So the Contemptor into the Vindicator. We've got 4 attacks, hitting on 2s. And now glancing on 1s. So I think it's dead. It is.
Does it
Does it
explode?
3 times.
It does?
It does.
How far does it explode? Oh, tension. 2 inches. That's
Just
not...
enough to hit the Contemptor. 3+.
No.
No!
Hey! There was much rejoicing.
And his boys into the Vindicator. Instead of the melter bombs, they're going to stab it with swords because then it won't blow up. Unless maybe Corswain might do it.
Don't do it, Corswain.
So, Corswain gets 5 attacks on the charge. He's hitting on 2s. He is strength 7. So 3s to glance.
Whoa.
He is
He's
penned
doing it
3
so
Correct it.
times.
Have you explodified it?
He needs a 5 to explode it.
He is AP1.
He plays it up.
Explode!
What are you doing?
You had 1 job!
How far did it explode?
6 inches.
6 inches. We'll work it out.
After working out the 6-inch explosion, we've got 1 hit on the Contemptor, 1 hit on the Boxnor, and then 5 hits on the Companions. So the Companions, first of all. That's 3 wounds for them.
3 times.
Regular armor saves.
Happy.
Okay.
Walk through the fire and flames like action heroes.
And 1 for the Contemptor on a 3+. Doesn't wound. So against the
1 on the Boxnor on a 3.
2+.
2. A 2 does wound.
2 up armor save.
That
it's
was
down
bad
to
and you should feel
3.
bad.
That went a bit better, I think. Lots of death, lots of tying things up. The Knight maybe didn't do as big a crunch as I would have liked on the command squad, but it's still pretty hurt. The Xiphon's in to cause some havoc. The Plasma's running away is really good. The Cenobium only tying up the Moritat is actually amazingly good because they're not going to get shot by big guns anymore. And then the Vindicators are all gone away, giving me a raging bunch of Dark Angels right in the back. So, great.
Beginning of Thousand Suns turn 3, we're going to try and rally these running away plasma cannon boys. They do not rally.
Oh, so they are off.
They're off the board.
Yeah, they are.
The Numerologist Cabal going to do a psychic check for psi synchronicity again. Bishop 9, loves it.
Yeah.
And then this tactical squad and the second tactical squad are going to do psychic check for their Pavoni power, which gives them extra 3 movement and ignores difficult terrain. So the first squad are doing it.
Yeah.
And the second squad also doing it.
Hey.
Fantastic. Thousand Suns movement phase. The Praetor and his command squad are jumping over the bit of terrain, hoping to maybe long bomb charge into these knights and give the Moritat some help. The Boxnaut's moved up just to see if he can't do some punchy, flamey. The little saber that...
Technical term, is it?
Yes, it absolutely is, yeah. The Saber's driven up to get some shots out on the the Doridio. The other Boxnaut has moved up, hoping again to get some fun with those boys. I believe you reacted to that.
I reacted to that with the companions who are sort of running forward, hopefully to get out of the way of the
you
big
reacted
tank.
by going directly away from it.
And the 2 tactical squads have both moved up towards the objective. The idea being that they're going to shoot some contemptness. The snipers have stayed still, because why would you move them? The Numerologist Cabal have just shuffled around a little bit, so next turn they're within that 6-inch range for their bubble for the synchronicity, and the Falchion has just swiveled around a little bit to get a bead on these companions, who I want dead. Thousand Suns shooting phase is going to kick off with the 2 tactical squads, both rapid firing bolt guns into the Contemptor.
Just rolling all these at the same time.
All at the same time, they've all got 2 shots each, and there's 16 of them, so that's 32 shots.
Excellent.
These will all hit on 3s because it's not night time
Night
anymore.
fighting anymore, yes.
No more night time. There we go, that's all right. That was some hits.
That's quite a few hits.
It's quite a few hits.
6s.
6s wound, and then of course you get your armor save. 6s, please.
In the box.
That was a 6.
Yeah.
2, 3, 4. So if you absolutely fluff this, your Contemptor's dead.
2 ups.
Come on, Tactical Marines, you can do it.
Totally fine.
The Recon Marines are going to shoot at the Contemptor. So because of psi synchronicity, they have +1 ballistic skill, so they're hitting on 2s. 4 of them have hit. And we're looking for 5s and 6s to rend. 1 rending hit. That's an invulnerable save. No!
Takes a wound.
The Dreadnought is going to fire his Heavy Flamer and his Flamestorm Cannon into the Recon Marines, try and finish them off. The Heavy Flamer coming from the weapon hits 2 of them, and the Flamestorm Cannon will hit 3 of them.
Yeah.
So that's 3 shots from the Flamestorm Cannon wounding on 2s. And 2 shots from the Heavy Flamer wounding on 3s. That's 5 wounds in the squad, please.
Ooh.
3 ups.
Boosh, boosh, boosh! Deadified!
Dead.
Awesome. Dreadnought's going to fire at the tactical squad with Flamestorm Cannon. We've worked out 7 hits, if I put it just right.
Mm-hmm. Got that.
So 7 hits, wounding on 2s. That's 7 wounds, please, sir.
Oh, yeah.
7 3 ups.
Oh, dear Lord!
The little saber that could is going to try and add to his tally by using his Pintle Multi-Melter to try and blast the Xiphon out of the sky.
Ooh. So?
A 6 to hit. It's
Nah.
twin linked. No. The Falchion is going to fire a las cannon battery and a volcano cannon into the companions, and the other las cannon into the back of the Contemptor. We'll go Contemptor first. 2 shots with the las cannons. Both don't hit. 1 hit, 3 plus the wounds.
Yeah.
That's an invulnerable save, please.
Yay!
Of course he makes it. The volcano cannon.
Yeah.
So it's going to hit all 5 of them if it all goes in. It's a hit!
Oh, no. Alright.
Ready?
Lots of 1s.
1-1. So that's 4 hits.
Oh, well.
4.
That's 3 of the normal dudes dead, and then the Preceptor has a refractor field. He is also dead.
Oh.
Corswain on his own to carry the day.
And the las cannon battery is going to go straight into Corswain's face with a bit of luck. It's twin link though.
Oh.
Oh man.
No!
It wounds.
Just the one wound.
That's all it needs. 4 up.
4 up.
Come on.
4 ups.
In the tray.
Thankfully.
Too excited. No!
Yes!
Corswain goes down.
So we've got a break test for the tactical squad.
Yes.
They're fine.
They're totally fine.
The Praetor and the command squad at the start of the assault phase are going to charge into the Cenobium.
So it's an 8-inch charge. We've checked it. See if they make it in.
Yes!
They do! Just!
Hammer of Wrath for the command squad going in. There's 5 of them in base contact. So that's 1, 2, 3 wounds.
Runes. Oh. Easy.
Easy
Okay,
peasy.
totally fine.
Cool. And I'm going to call a challenge with the Praetor.
And my Preceptor is taking that challenge.
Excellent.
Roger.
So in the challenge.
The Praetor goes first. 5 attacks on the charge. This is hitting on 4s, mastercrafted. Needs the mastercrafting. So that's 2 hits. Not so great. 3s to wound, and a 6 will be instant death. That's a double instant death. Come on!
Double 4. Come on.
4 ups.
Yay! Get some! Initiative 5-step next. So the Moritat and the Herald are going to be going at equal initiative. But the Moritat is a Biomancer, so he's going to cast Biomancer's Rage at leadership 9. He does it. So he is now strength 10, AP 4, rending 4+. Has 4 attacks hitting on 4s. Only one of them.
But strength 10.
It wounds, but
Definite
it
wounds.
doesn't.
Yay!
Yeah, saved.
3 attacks back. Hitting on 3s because the Death Wing.
There we go.
Lovely. Looking for 2s to wound, 5s to do instant death and rending. That's better.
Okay, so the armor save. He's fine. And the 2 instant death jobbos. He dies just. Next up, we've got initiative 4-step. So we'll go with the banner bearer with the lightning claw first of all. Hitting on 4s. That's 2 hits. He wants 6s again to rend, but he'll be wounding on 4s with shred. That's shreddable. So that's 1 wound from that regular armor save, please.
Totally fine.
He's okay. And then we have 2 guys with power swords. So that will be a total of 8 attacks on the charge between them. Again, hitting on 4s. Only 3 hits. 6 is rend, which is what we want, but 4s will wound. That's a 6, that's a rend.
Oh.
Hey!
Oh, a wound.
Finally, at initiative 1, I have 2 power axes in the squad. So that's a total of 8 attacks, and they will hit on 4s. That's absolutely average. It's 4 hits. And these are wounding on 3s, and they're AP 2. So that's 2 wounds.
Thought you were invulnerable save this time.
4 ups. Yay!
All right.
The 1,000 Suns won, but a fearless standard means that we're staying in the combat.
Turn 3 roundup. Not bad. Happy with that. Got rid of that last Cenobium. Got myself 6 victory points for killing lots of stuff, which is good. Got rid of Corswain and his mates, which is excellent. Big problem with that dreadnought sitting in the middle of my lines, but we're gonna have to deal with it.
Cool.
Bit of movement for the Dark Angels. The Xiphons moved up to terrorise the tactical squad. The Derrideos moved up so that we can again terrorise the tactical squads. I think I'm about in the place where I just need to kill his line. The tacticals have started running forward to get onto that objective, and the Contemptor stayed very still.
For no reason.
So we're going to shoot the Contemptor into the tactical squad closest to him. We're first off with the big plasma. See if it gets hot. It's not.
None of your hot getting today.
And we'll sort of stick on the middle and get kind of
Lots of
8
them.
of them. 6 on one and 2 on the other squad.
See if it hits.
See if it hits.
No.
Ooh.
You've got a Vox.
Got a
You can
Vox.
see it.
We have got a Vox that can see it. So 5 hits on the main tactical squad I was targeting. That's 4
dead.
4 dead. And then 1 hit on the other tactical squad. He's fine. Melter into the squad. The Xiphon's going to put his massive anti-tank firepower into the tactical squad. 3 rockets, which are twin linked.
Good.
That's fine. So 2 hits with those, and then 2 las cannons, which also hit. So that's 4 hits,
Yep.
and then 2s to kill. That's 4
4 dead guys.
Or dead.
Derideo is going to shoot into the box knot and hopefully blow it up. Hitting on 2s with the minimal power.
Oh, come on.
Twin linked with the minimal power. Okay.
Mate.
It's fine. It's fine. You've only got 3 wounds
You've got
left.
3 wounds. You've got an Aeolus and a heavy bolter left.
And then wounding on 3s. 4's what we like. That's good. That's good. 3.
Invulnerable saves, 5 plus. Whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. He's down to 1 wound.
All the rest. All the Dark Angel rest. Hitting on
Launcher.
2s. Launcher.
4's to wound, this one.
4's to wound. Just 1 wound.
Armor save. Love it.
Heavy bolter.
Heavy
bolter.
bolter. Twin linked. Didn't need that.
Didn't need that.
No,
No,
It
yes,
already
didn't
hit.
Yeah.
6s.
Yep. Nothing.
Ah.
And the auto cannons still hanging around to shoot into the tactical squad.
2 of them left.
2 of them left. 2s to hit. 2s to wound. Looking for 6s. 2
Ooh.
saves and 1 deaden.
So 1 deaden and the 2 saves on just regular power armor. Oh,
there we go.
3 dead. Time for a couple of break tests then. So the first tactical squad are running, and the second tactical squad are staying. Because of the Vexilla, they only roll 1 dice to run for running away distance. It's 6 inches, and after a 6-inch run away, that's where they've ended up.
Right, we're going to give it a go with the Dreadnought on the charge into the running away squad. No,
Don't make
not
it.
enough.
and he shambled forward a little bit of a stumble. So we're going for some combat. No challenges being issued, and the Herald's going to kick off into the big command squad. So 3 attacks, hitting on 3s because he's Deathwing.
Yeah, sorry.
That's right.
2 hits, looking for 2s to wound and 5s to kill.
Come on.
2 wounds.
Wounds, 2 armor saves, 2 up. Ching ching, love it. First to swing on the Thousand Sun side is the Praetor. He's got 4 attacks, mastercrafted, hitting on 3s. They all hit.
Oh, yeah.
So 6s is what we want, but it's AP2 anyway. So that's simply 3 wounds for your invulnerable save.
3 invulnerables.
Oh,
he's down.
Goes down.
Another 2 points for me. And this is where we've ended up after our consolidate move.
So turn 3, it's looking a little bit hard again now. Some things died that I didn't want to die. But we've still got a Contemptor running around in the backfield, killing tactical squads. There's always a chance. There's always a chance.
Thousand Suns turn 4, we'll try and rally these running away tactical marines. They rally, hooray! And then a leadership 9 check for size synchronicity. That passes as well, so that's 2 more units with ballistic skill 5. And at the start of the movement phase, we're going to do the Pavani psychic check for this squad and hope we don't burst our own heads off. We do burst our own heads off. D3 wounds.
Yes.
It's 1 wound, only 1 wound. So I think we'll take off the Vox. He just popped his head off, he's caused a morale check. They pass. They're okay.
I would love to point out that Ian didn't want to do that psychic power, but in the name of fun, he did it, so God bless him.
As the command squad have moved up, they're going to make a psychic check for their Raptora power to give him +1 invulnerable save, and this is done on the Praetor with the Magister of Prospero Warlord trait, so he has passed that on an 8. 1,000 tons movement. The tactical squad have run around the corner like the brave souls they are. The Dreadnought has moved up to hopefully do some damage on a Contemptor. The Sabre has come round to do some damage on a Contemptor. The next Boxnaut has come up to deal with these flipping pesky autocannons. The Scouts and Numerologist Cabal are staying put, and the Falchion is coming to say hello. Start of the shooting phase, the Thousand Suns Dreadnought is going to fire at the autocannon team. It's got Heavy Flamer, which is just about in range to hit all 3, and of course the Flamestorm Cannon's going to hit 3 as well. So, 3 hits from the Heavy Flamer, which wound on 3s, which is 2/3 or 3/5 of nothing, and the then the Flamestorm Cannon, which wounds with all 3 hits.
And we're looking for 3s. Got one.
Go on, hooray.
No, because the character isn't.
Oh, my bad.
The Sabre shooting at the Contemptor. So first is the Multi-Melter, which hits, and the Lasered Neutron Blaster, which doesn't hit. So it's a 3 to wound with the Multi-Melter, which wounds.
5 up.
No, takes a wound. In a probably not so great idea, the Boxnaut is going to try and fish for a couple of 6s on this Contemptor and flame him to bits. So the Flamestorm Cannon hits, and so does the Heavy Flamer. The Flamestorm Cannon needs a 5 up to wound, and doesn't, and the Heavy Flamer needs a 6, and doesn't.
And I'm returning fire, because I can.
Okay.
So the Melter.
Oh my God! I swear. Burn that hand.
Well, let's see, does it
overheat?
Overheat? No.
Better that though, right?
Yeah. An inch.
An inch still gets you a hit.
Yeah.
Let's go for a 4 up, please.
3 plus.
That's the breach.
Breach.
So 5 up, Invan. Yes! The Falchion is going to open fire again. It's going to put a las cannon battery into the tactical squad, the Volcano cannon into the tactical squad, and this las cannon battery is going into the back of the Contemptor. Contemptor first. Pew pew! 3s to hit, both hit, and 3s to wound. Nothing. Falchion into the tactical squad. The Volcano cannon first.
Yeah, why not?
And then we want to do that, so we clip the Doridio as well. There we go, so we'd get the Doridio and all 4 TAC Marines. That's gone too far, I'm going to twin link it. That's gone even further. It's coming straight backwards, isn't it? So what's that? 11 minus 5, 6 inches. It's off his head, so that's going to be a miss.
Known in Latin as a miss.
Alright, but they still get some Laslov. Las, both hit. That's 1 cover save, please.
And a 6 up.
Yay!
Oh, thank God the
Falchion does nothing. Next up, we have the Recon Squad are going to shoot the Contemptor in the back because they're like that. They're still Ballistic Skill 5 because of the Numerologist's super psychic power. So these hit on 2s. That's 4 hits, and we want 5s and 6s to rend. That's 1 6. That's 1 rending hit.
And 5 up. Ooh.
Yay! Down to 1 wound. And finally, in the shooting phase, the command squad are going to start blasting at the Contemptor. So we'll do 5 bolt pistols first, because anybody that kills a Contemptor with a bolt pistol is a certified hero. That's 4 hits. And 6s to wound. That's 1 6.
Do it.
Come on, come on, baby.
Yeah, do it. Oh!
And the Praetor's Nemesis Bolter hits. Fails to wound. Gonna have to do this in combat then. Start of the assault phase, we're going to cast Telepathic Fugue with the Praetor on the Contemptor, so this will just switch off any and all reactions. Again, needs 3 dice, pick the 2 lowest, that's a scatter dice. It's only just passed.
Oh, you
Just passed it. My Dreadnought charging the Contemptor is a 7-inch charge. He doesn't make it. The Command Squad charging in, we've measured it as 2 inches. They do make it. The Praetor goes first, initiative step 5. He's got 5 attacks on the charge, hitting on 3s, Mastercrafted. 1 Mastercrafted, so that's 4 hits. This will be wounding on 6s, so any 6s are instant death. He's only got 1 wound left anyway.
But it's fun.
There's 1 6.
5 up.
5 up. No! So he explodifies. The explodification is 2 inches big, so it's just going to hit my Command Squad.
6 wounds upon the Command Squad, hopefully. 2s.
That's 5.
Can't believe you did this to your own brother.
So that's 5 2-up saves. 1 guy pop. 2 guys pop. The Dreadnought is going to charge the autocannon team. It needs a 6-inch charge.
I'm going to Overwatch.
You'd be mad not to, I tell you. Mad. He's not in.
So let's see. So 2 autocannon shots.
Miss.
Miss. A bolt pistol shot. No, it's not a vehicle.
Ah.
The bolt pistol hits.
Nada.
So he's sort of there-ish. Thousand Suns wrap up for turn 4. Pretty successful. Got rid of that darned Contemptor. Shame that box not failed his charge. But we're looking in a pretty good state to hold this objective in the last turn.
So a little bit of Dark Angels movement at the start of the turn. The Tactical Marines have run forward to try and hide from the giant tank that's killing them. The Xiphon has flown up to shoot up some Recon Marines, and that's about it. Derrideo staying still to shoot whatever he can.
And the Dreadnought has move reacted all of his mighty 2 inches to the Tactical Squad. So get out of that explosion range for my Command Squad, hopefully.
We got a Xiphon into the Recon Marines.
I'm going to return fire.
Fair. So we got 2 las cannons. Both hit. We got 3 rockets, which are twin linked. Everything hits. And 2s. Everything kills.
Okay, so
Cover
6
save.
up cover save.
5 up.
5 up
Just,
cover save. So
Smoonish.
3 dead. So 2 are still alive. I'm just going to return fire. 6 is hit. I've got 1 hit. Oh.
5.
It's a rending hit.
So it's a pen. If you immobilise it.
That's not immobilised.
So
no,
now it,
but
it's just wrecked.
So now it 2d6 scatter where it
It's
comes
wrecked.
Where's it going to land? Straightforward. No.
down. So it flies backward, clanks, and is
Boom.
explodes and gone. Bad Recon Marine.
Oh, good Recon Marines.
And now the Derrideo shooting at the Command Squad, where we can just see the guy at the back who's not cowering enough.
He's carrying a big stick made of
Does-
light.
Does it get hot? It does not.
That was squeaky bum time.
Does it hit?
Yes.
It does.
Yeah, direct
Yep.
hit, so that's all 4 of them.
Worry.
4s,
There's only 1. Well, 2 of them armor saves.
2 armor
Yeah,
saves,
okay.
and 1 wound.
So the 2
One
armor saves,
breaching.
1 guy dies, and the invulnerable dies. There's 2 dead guys.
Autocannons shooting into the Tactical Squad. Just 1 guy left, so hitting on 2s. We'd like 2 6s. We get 2 wounds.
2 saved.
They're fine.
Break checks for the Recon Marines, leadership 8. They are staying in the game. And for the Praetor and his mate, leadership 10, they are staying in the game.
So, end of turn.
4.
4. Brilliant. One turn to try and destroy the rest of his line units on the main objective. It's possible. It's a slim possible, but it's possible.
Start of Thousand Suns turn 5. We're going to roll for size synchronicity. So it's a leadership 9 check. He makes it. So the snipers are burst skill 5 again. The Thousand Suns movement phase then, everything's locking in on this tactical unit. We've walked up the walls with the command squad, or what's left of them. We walked into the lee of the building with the 2 tactical squads. And the Falchion stayed still, the Dreadnought's gone for it, the Saber's going for it, and the Boxnaut has run up the rocks to get closer to the autocannons.
Who ran away?
Reaction moved away.
Thousand Suns shoot phase begins with the Castroferum Dreadnought, using his full name. The Heavy Flamer will hit 1 autocannon marine, and the Flamestorm cannon will hit both. So for the Heavy Flamer, there's wounds on a 3+. That wounds, and 2 hits with the Flamestorm cannon on 2s, both wounds. That's 3 armor saves, please,
Right,
boss.
so we're doing one at a time.
Yep.
Because he's got a 3 up. He's got a 3 up. He's dead. And then a 2 up for the boss.
He's alive. The next Castroferum Dreadnought is going to burninate the countryside with a Flamestorm cannon hitting 3 and a Heavy Flamer hitting 3-ish as well. So I think it's 2 with the Heavy Flamer. Let's go with 2. So 2 3 up.
Generous man at this point.
2 3 ups, which both wound, and the Flamestorm cannon does 2 more wounds. That's 4 wounds for the tactical squad, please.
4 3s. Oh. Oh.
Oh,
2 dead.
2 dead. The command squad next. There's a bolt pistol and a nemesis bolter going into their tactical squad. So the bolt pistol, bang, it hits, and it fails to wound because that's what they do. And the nemesis bolter, bang, hits, and fails to wound because that's what they do. Great stuff. The recon snipers are going to shoot at the Druidio. They're hitting on 2s because of space magic. That's 2 hits. We want 5s to do anything nasty. We don't do a thing. The Saber is going to blast away at the tactical squad. Multi-melter hits on 3s, it hits. And the Neutron Blaster hits as well. So these both turn them into a fine meat paste on 2s. There's only one of them.
Sergeant Wadley putting him high on his
And
own.
finally, the Falchion is going to put everything into Derek.
Uh-oh.
Maximum Derek. So
It'll be fine. No problem. I don't know what anybody's watching.
4 last cannon shots. Twin linked, and that's cocked. So cocked, twin linked. Okay, that's 3 hits, 2s to wound. 2s or 3s?
It's 2s.
So that's 2 wounds from the last cannon.
5s. 1 wound.
Cool. And the big cannon of doom is just going to land on its head. Where's it going to scatter to? It's not going to scatter. Oh, it's going to scatter an inch, so that still hits.
Yeah.
2 to wound. This will cause lots of wounds. It's a 1.
Doesn't
Fails to
wound.
wound. He shrugs off the volcano cannon like it ain't no thang.
Morale check on the Master of Signals on a 9.
Loves
Still
it.
hanging around.
Staying in.
And on the Tactical Sergeant, still hanging around.
Beautiful. Start of Thousand Suns assault phase. We're going to do 2 charges here. The Dreadnought and the Command Squadron Praetor into the Sergeant. The Dreadnought needs a 3-inch charge. He makes it.
Easy.
And the Praetor and Command Squad need 6. They do not.
Oh, just the Dreadnought.
Combat with the Dreadnought against the Tactical Sergeant. The Dreadnought is going to go first because there's crack grenades being in play, and his mighty initiative of 2. He has 4 attacks on the charge. These are hitting on 3s as he has higher weapon skill. That's 2 hits. And then these are Strength 9, AP 2, Brutal 3. So that's 2 smush it into Bolognese sauce.
And an extra point.
Thousand turn 5. You know, what can you say? There's not much to kill, so I killed it. There's a couple of models left, but primarily I got rid of his last line unit. So hopefully that center objective should be mine.
not doing any movement. There's only 2 guys left, and one guy who wants to stand still and blow up the command squad. So,
See if it gets hot.
see if it gets hot. No.
Does not.
See if it hits. It can be seen by
can.
the...
Seen yet? So it's twin linked. Oh, that's a big old 4-inch scatter. Going to be about there, so it's not going to hit anything.
So
You've still got the
heavy bolter and the
and the
Horus
launcher,
missiles.
yeah.
So heavy bolter,
Yeah.
all hit. 3s, 2 wounds.
2 wounds, so 2 armor saves of 2+.
Oh.
Here, I'm going to take them both on the Praetor,
Okay,
Controversial.
because that way they're still lined.
Yeah.
and then
Aelos.
Aelos missiles, all hit. 2s, a wound.
AP3, so 2+ saves again.
Oh.
I'll take that on the other guy, so he's got a wound left.
And I just couldn't put enough wounds into that command squad once the giant blast of plasma death missed them. But close.
That's it. That's the game. And so Thousand Suns is my next army.
With a falchion.
With a falchion. I am an
Falchion for
absolute
each army, that.
convert. Jesus Christ. So as you'll have seen through the scores as we went, it ended up as 20 points to the Thousand Suns and 5 points to the Dangles. Your first turn. Jesus Christ.
Good lord.
Killing about 1,000 points,
Something
as
like
good
that,
as
yeah.
all the anti-tank in the entire game.
Pretty much.
Like,
Yeah.
wow. I don't think I've seen a first turn like it. That was like all your penetrate, explode,
Yeah.
gone, dead. And a saber that survived an entire game.
I'm not only that, but it killed things.
And it killed.
It doesn't usually. It killed a Land Raider, didn't it?
Well
So, yeah.
played. It was beautifully played. At the end of turn 2, I thought
we were-
Yeah.
your Dangles. I was like, he's in combat range. Core Swain's up the board. You had the Dreadnought going round. I was like, it's more of a hope than realised. But just a bit of unluck. What the hell is wrong with your Dreadnought smelter gun?
Loaded the beanbag round.
He don't want to play with that today.
My God, that is the lowest 15-point upgrade I've ever had. And your bloody upgrades. Oh yeah, I've got Nemesis Bolter. Pin. It was just-
Sickening.
It was unreal. Beautifully played. Well done. I've had an absolute blast. Thank
Yeah,
you both
lovely.
for coming on. Find both Ian and Neil on Instagram. If I've done my job correctly, there will be Instagram handles coming up. And we're also going to shoot a little video where we sit down and talk to the gents about their armies, what they do, their love of the hobby and all sorts. So, once again, thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah,
It's been
pleasure.
amazing.
Pleasure to
Thank
have you.
you.
You've done absolute massive work. These guys have driven for hours. They've stayed in hotels for us. Thank you very much. If you'd like to come on the channel, just send us a message either via Instagram or Facebook, and I'll get back to you and we'll organise a date and someone for you to play against. Again, thank you very much, gents, and
Thank
we'll
you.
catch you all in the next one.
Cheers.
Hello, welcome to Riven. Fucking Nether Blueberry.
Ed got it wrong. These are 3,250 points of Thousand Suns.
Sorry.
And a jump pack. And here's a Biomancy Psyker. I forgot there's Psychic. So we... 5 plasma cannons are now going to light up those recently emergency disembarked... oh, we haven't rolled for wounds and stuff on them yet.
Oh no, you're right there.
Sorry. And a break test
Hold on,
for
we'll
the...
find out. We'll put.
Oh, yeah.
Rolling my
Oh, I'm rolling for the autocannons. Sorry. Rat grenade!
first turn only, yeah?
Ah,
First turn
tits
only.
flaps. All right then.
Shall we start again?
Yeah.
Okay.
The rad grenades. No, not rad grenade.
So the
Shut up.
Why?
I'm recording. Damn it!
recording?
I'm recording.
And in the Praetor and his command squad and the Contemptor for fun. The Contemptor's got not the Contemptor, Box Knot. Sorry, the Contemptor not Contemptor. Start again. Sorry.